Hey YouTube, welcome back to another video. So what we have here is an iPhone 6s in need of repair. So this is an interesting story. This iPhone is a phone I bought locked to fix another phone. So I bought this, it was locked on and disabled, and I took the parts from it to fix another phone. And then I had this sitting in storage because I just put the parts from the broken phone in there. Like as you can see, there's some water damage on this, which was from the phone I was fixing. So this phone was just sitting there with a bunch of random junk parts on it. And then one day I decided to take it out and restore it, and it had the unlock with passcode option. So I guessed 2580, which is just straight down the number pad, and it unlocked. So this phone, which was iCloud locked, I guessed the password and it's now unlocked. So this is obviously all test parts. Like as you can see, we have a sunken in Apple logo. All of the small parts are water damaged. Like this camera has some marks on it that are visible. The housing's in pretty poor shape. The screen is a touch screen, which the home button doesn't really work with it. Like the home button works, but the Touch ID doesn't. And there's a blemish on the screen as well. Not to mention it doesn't match the phone. And the battery is at 79%, and we have to service it. So yeah, this phone has a lot of issues. So I bought this locked phone, which would be pretty funny if we could eventually get this one unlocked too. But there's no guess with passcode option. So this iPhone is rose gold. This is a silver one, but they're close enough. It's in pretty good shape. There's a pretty big dent there, but otherwise it's pretty good and all the parts look original. So basically what we're going to be doing is taking the board and the home button from here and putting it here. Anyways, let's get right into it. So the first thing we're going to start with is just taking apart our locked phone here. Hopefully everything works. It's a bit of a gamble, but we're just going to take this apart and take the board out and remove the home button so we can have the original one with Touch ID. So now we're going to move on to this phone. It doesn't have all the small parts in it because some of them were missing, and obviously this was just me throwing stuff together. But we're just going to use all the small parts from the locked phone. So anyways, let's take this apart. So as you can see here, this is the water damaged housing, but the board itself is fine. There's a water damage indicator active, but there isn't any corrosion on this really. I did have to put different stickers on here because I used the ones from here on the water damaged phone since there was like corrosion on them, and I had to clean underneath of them. And these don't really stick as well because they're used, but once it's actually sitting in the housing, it'll stay in place. So anyways, let's put it in here. So as you can see, we are done. And now that we have the new screen, we can see that the Touch ID does work, meaning that screen just had a bad home button cable. And if we go into battery settings, battery health is at 87, which is a bit lower, but it's not that bad overall. So it should still be good. And And this iPhone is completely fine. The only cosmetic difference from a normal iPhone is we have a silver home button because this was a silver iPhone on a rose gold housing, but it doesn't look too bad, and the phone is fully working. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video.